Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to say, even though it feels like this month is over, it is still not done. I literally had to go and look at the calendar to see if this month has 31 days or freaking 29 because March has been dragging its fucking ass. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that we are going to be expecting, we as in us and the people who are subscribed to my channel. I'm going to be putting out a Pluto and Aquarius video. I still have to do my spring equinox video, so that will happen shortly. Also, I'm going to do a Saturn and Pisces video, but so far so good, one thing at a time. I'm not going to rush myself, and I'd advise you guys as well to not rush yourself when you're doing any projects that are coming up for you. And also, happy Aries season. Shout out to my Aries. Um, Honestly, I tried to record this video twice and I'm not going to try again after. So I hope this one works. I just really wanted to talk about what's going on right now, but what's also following probably for the rest of the year. It's going to be a lot of exposures, but also when you do have exposures, there's going to be a lot of transparency. There's going to be a lot of revealing of not only the situation but the truth and then the lie, like it's a whole Shakespearean play that's gonna play out, right? So I kind of just wanted to put my 2 cents on some of the issues that have been going on recently. So I wanted to talk about this whole like Diddy situation, but also I wanted to speak more transparently about homosexuality and homophobia, and also people who are actually gay but are closeted that partake in being homophobic, right? So it even sounds fucked up saying it, and I just want you guys to know, like, there's right and wrong, but there's also likes and dislikes, right? Like, so we all know that homophobia is real, okay? Because there are actual gay people who live their lives and do what they got to do, but there's also people who are also gay, but they're closeted gay people, and those sometimes are the main people who are dishing out homophobia. And homophobic people tend to um, react with violence, and they tend to do a lot of hate crimes, and the hate crimes turn to like assaults, murder, sexual assault, like all that jazz, right? So me speaking about this is kind of summing up what a lot of people are focusing on instead of what's really going on with like the whole predatory and sex trafficking thing. Like instead of sorry, instead of us being aware of what's really going on in the society, we're more so focused on sexuality. And I get that because sex sells, like in hip hop, rock and roll, sex, money, drugs, R&B, sex, money, feelings, like country, sex, money, feelings, drugs, like everybody has that whole little uh that whole little spiel in common, right? Like I get that. But to make that the main focus of what's going on is so like disappointing, because what's really at the forefront is kids. And speaking of children, like if you're paying attention to the news, I don't know if Diddy left his kids at home knowingly, like not, uh, I don't know if he left his children there to take the fall. And I don't know if he knew there was going to be a raid, but even like, see, this is the thing. Like, you shouldn't even be partaking in something like this to where your actions are going to lead to this. Like, like you're going to suffer a consequence of, oh, at any given day, you can get your house raided and your children will be home and they will be handcuffed or they will be escorted out in handcuffs, like of your property. And it's crazy to say, like, there's footage of everything now. So I'm not just talking out of my ass, right? But it's unfortunate because why would you do that to your own children? And that's so crazy because the mother of his, what, three kids and then the adopted child, but not really adopted. The mother of his kids is gone. So it's just like they don't have another parent to rely on. He is the sole parental guardian. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that's just really terrible. And to go back to like just the whole sexuality part of the world, like sex is something that we put, well, not we, because I'm not putting sex over my kids when I have kids, right? That's fucked up. But we put sex on a pedestal to the point where even when you do have kids, sex is something that, you're still putting on that pedestal and you kind of want to disassociate from realizing the result of sex sometimes is having kids. The end result. Well, okay, I'm just kind of rambling on, but hopefully this makes sense. Also, I just wanted to, I'm trying to bring Meek Mill into this damn situation, but it's not really getting there. But so I'm just gonna start talking about him. I'm over that. Um, yeah. So just realizing that people value sex and money and drugs more than actual human beings is really crazy, and that's something we should be realizing instead of focusing on like homosexuality and deeming it as like the end all be all in this whole fucking situation. That's what I'm really getting at because people I've seen on Twitter, I've seen like the commentary on YouTube of people just saying, "Oh, is he gay? Is he gay? Is this guy gay? Is this rapper gay?" Bro, we might not ever know. We might always be curious. We might always make up a story, but not in this day and age. We are really going to be focusing on facts and logics, okay, and literal evidence. So I wanted to bring Meek Mill into the situation because I don't know if you know who that is. That is a hip hop artist from Philadelphia. And if you have not been here since the start of hip hop is really based on knowledge. Hip hop is based on knowing math and knowing where you are from, like basically learning your roots and how to better yourself. That is really the start of hip hop. That is like rap, that conscious rap, that's everything. Like I'm really a hip hop fan, so I get it, but unfortunately, in order for a lot of these rappers nowadays and maybe back in the days like 1992, the whole gangster rap era, in order for them to be successful, they had to change the whole narrative of turning up the violence and turning down the conscious lyrics, So with um and this is kind of my point of view right now is kind of biased and then unbiased soon, but I'm just giving you a little bit of the background. So Meek Mill is a first he was like a battle rapper, but he has some bars. Like I liked him as an artist. I liked a few songs. But honestly, he wasn't really somebody that I would always listen to all the time. Like I'm not gonna listen to his whole album. Maybe I'll pick like 3, 4 songs. And that's fine. Not everybody is for me. I get it. But I just wanted to say out of nowhere, like literally out of nowhere, he was hanging around with Diddy a lot and I didn't really get it. I wasn't really taking in like who he signed with and like who's collaborating with him. Like I wasn't really doing that because he wasn't my main focus of, hip hop MCs, right? So, but over the years, like he's had a lot of questionable um content of his going viral, like There was him in the water with french fries on his legs. There was him in the pool, and I think Diddy was saying happy birthday daddy or some shit to him. I don't know. And then there was one where he was like bunny hopping for this billionaire. And honestly, like if you know, hip hop or like the industry is run by a lot of people who do stuff behind the scenes that we never get to see on the screen with these rappers, if you know what I'm saying. Basically, a lot of these rappers are shown to us with one image, but behind the scenes, there's somebody else. And then behind the scenes of that rapper's behind the scenes image, the person in front of the rapper telling them what to do, what to say, is usually like a homosexual, closeted gay person. Like, you see where I'm going? Like, it's just a whole crazy loop. So instead of people thinking that, like, Meek Mill has something to do in this situation as, like, maybe an accomplice to what's going on with Diddy and all that shit, they're more focused on if he's gay or not. Like, bro, him and his sexuality really has nothing to do with us unless his um the fuckery that is going on is based solely on that. Then yeah, I get it. But people are really removing that fact and just wondering if he's gay or not. And I'm really confused as to why homosexuality and sexuality is so much, it's so like alluring to people who aren't gay or who aren't of the community. Like, I'm really just trying to figure that out. But I'm also not trying to figure it out because people will always question what they aren't a part of and what they don't know. And that's fine. Like, it's good to question stuff. But I need people to stay focused on what's really going on and paying attention to what's coming out. No pun intended there. But yeah, hopefully I said that Meek Mill stuff properly, but I realized that people were just not paying attention. Um, the next thing I want to talk about is the word narcissist, narcissism, narcissistic. That fucking word needs to go in the trash can. Put that word in some shit. Like, I'm so tired of hearing that word. I don't know if you've noticed as well, but since 2020, the word narcissist has been used for every single fucking thing. We have become the new diagnosing diagnosing doctors. Like, I don't even know if that's a word, but people have used the word narcissist for so many unnecessary things to the point where it's like the Guinness World Book of Records is gonna really be documenting from 2020 to 2025 the most amount, the most used word of this fucking century is gonna be narcissist. I swear to God. I want that word thrown the fuck out. Let's get back into calling people by name and then saying, you know what, you're a fucking asshole, or you know what, you're a piece of shit. But yeah, I'm just so tired of that word. Like, I'm just so over it. I don't know if anybody else is over it, but I don't know. I'm over it. I'm over that word. And I wanted to talk about what else has been in the news. And this is towards athletes and anybody who is very successful in their field of work, but especially if you're an athletic person and you play on the field, you play on the court, you travel from here to there to there to there. Bro, I need you to focus on who you are fucking. Who the fuck is that? Because some of these people you guys are letting in your pants are fucking insane. And there's one thing that I'm going to say, and I hope you guys don't take it as an insult, but you might need to learn yourself before you engage in sex with a lot of people. I'm so sorry. Like, I sound like a friggin' parent, but it's real shit because I'm so tired of these young celebrities or young athletic celebrities, because no longer are you guys in the news for your great sportsmanship, your great freaking athletic playing, your great fucking game, how many points you scored. Bro, it's usually about some broad who is old as fuck getting a kid out of you. Bro, do you want to have a responsibility like that forever, knowing that this person might not even be in love with you, knowing that this could have been just a hit and dash, or this could have been a miss? So I just want you guys to pay attention to what you're getting into, because if I was somebody in your camp or on your team, your family, close friend, I would be like, bro, you haven't been in the news for anything but this freaking person. This person is tearing down your name. Don't you want a legacy? I know the legacy starts with you, and then your wife or your long-term girlfriend, or long to whatever sexuality you're at, whatever. Once you involve the kid, it's over. Bro, I remember this girl went viral. I don't know if she's a socialite, celebrity, or a hoe. Like, I don't know. And I'm not even saying that as like a modest, I'm so perfect, my pussy's the greatest, all type son of a bitch. No, I'm not saying it like that, because a hoe is a hoe and a man whore is a man whore. That's just what it is. So I remember this person going viral for saying, "Oh, if you want to get some money, or if you want to get," I think she said money. She said some type of shit. She's like, "Oh, if you want to get like a baby or some shit, fuck an athlete. They're dumb as fuck." And I was like, "Oh my god, that's crazy to say." Like, I'm not even gonna lie. That's some shit. Like, that's some shit you would probably say. I don't know. Like, I'm thinking, like, if I was like a young high school, like grade 11 and grade 12, if because those are the times when you're, I wouldn't say sexually mischievous, but those are the times when you think like an idiot. That's some stupid shit to say at that age. I would never say that as a socialite, and as somebody who, this is going to be recorded, this is going to be in history. If you Google what I just said, that same quote, you'll probably see the person saying it and be like, "Oh, that's fucked." But to speak on that girl, she ended up being on a show and she was fucking going through it, because not only did she predict that, but she, you know what? Actually, that story, no, that girl was clearly talking shit about her baby father, because she literally got a kid out of him and he was like 21 or something. If you know, you know, like, that's what I'm talking about. And basically, she was kind of bragging, like, yeah, he's dumb. Like, he's dumb as fuck. Like, I just got a kid out of him. And she's like in her 30s. But not only is he dumb, you're dumb too. Because not only is that man married now with to a woman who already has some kids, and then now they have a child together, you're fighting for a job literally to pay for that child, because that guy is not helping you whatsoever. So, see what I'm saying, guys? Pick well, pick better, because there's a lot of these young women or older ladies who will use the fuck out of you. And all you got to do is give them some cock. And I'm so sorry for being so vulgar, but it is what it is. And you guys know what it is, because you guys have a penis. You know what it is. Okay? So I just wanted to talk about that. And I also wanted to say to you guys, no longer is it going to be about you and the girl. It's going to be about you and the child. And do not take out your frustrations that you have for that parent or the person you have the child with on that innocent kid, because that's not fair. And your kid shouldn't be the person who's getting the harshness, um from that situation, even though that child wasn't even alive to say, yeah, I don't want to be here or not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really got to pay attention to who you're getting with. And yeah, like, a lot of people are going to be with you for clout and like jealousy, because that's another thing. Like, you could flip it and say, maybe this woman is jealous that I'm young and I'm doing my career thing. She's looking hot, just she's looking hotter than ever being by my side. You know what I'm saying? So she's probably gonna wanna men do this too, don't get me fucking wrong, but I'm just talking about what's going on right now. Because there's another girl who had a younger athletic person's child and it just seemed like a joke. Like it seemed like a joke, which is fucked because there's an innocent life being created, but it seemed like a joke because of the facts that are coming out. And I don't know if that person's ever going to see this. I feel like they're probably going to see this and get at me for this, but honestly, I don't care because it's some real shit and she's already a parent. So I just want you guys to really pay attention to who you are getting with. Like, I could not push that narrative more than ever this year, the next year, the year after that. Like, you guys need to pay attention. And also, just another thing, like, speaking of parenting, bro, like, you really got to raise that kid, man. Because sometimes, like, when you get older and you want someone to take care of you, and you're looking inward on your family, and like the youngest kid would usually help out the elder. Sometimes, depending on what happened in that child's childhood, they will not take care of you. They will go and live their life and try to heal from the BS that you put them through, and say fuck you or forget about you. So I just want you guys to really, really do not hold a grudge on that parent, but you need to make better decisions so you're not fighting that urge to like be disrespectful towards a kid or disrespectful to the parent, because your child is always watching you. So yeah, um that's honestly all I had to say. um uh yeah, this year is really gonna be such an eye-opening year for a lot of us, and there's gonna be a lot of information coming out, and I just want you guys to really pay attention to yourself, to be honest. Like, yeah, you can peep what's going on in the world. Like me, I peeped that, but I still had shit to do, right? Excuse me. But yeah, like I peeped that, all of that going on, and I still have stuff to do. So I still have to focus on what I got going on. So I would advise you guys to do the same. And I don't know what it is. Anytime I speak some real shit, my voice is just bleh. But yeah, I just want you guys to enjoy your weekend, the rest of March, and look forward to some of the videos I'll be dropping. All right, guys, take care. Stay blessed, stay hydrated. All right, bye, guys. It's Perky, bitch.